Hello, my name is Brandon Cobb, and today I will be discussing how the internet changed writing. It's just a brief summary of modernized writing techniques since about the early 2000s to now. So, to start, a very prominent issue is the need to explain away always online or always connectivity. And with writers today, what the typical explanation is the cell phone got broken, a EMP happened, or something like that, and it creates this corner that writers are backed into, and they have to force these stories that are similar in ways of explaining it away, and the stories become stagnant, and a lot of plot holes are often left in them. But there's also free publishing now because stories can just be put on the internet. It doesn't have to be published by a publisher right away. You can put it out there and people can look at it and read it. And you can put as much work as you want to out there, as bad as it is or as good as it is. You can just put it out there for people to see and look at. And it has also opened up an access to the weirdness that people have. It's human nature to be weird, but that weirdness was never shared on the level that it is now before the internet. And the stories that become of the weirdness are at the highest level that they've ever been. There has also been a downfall of structure, you know, less use of high level vocabulary, sentences being incomplete and run on, paragraphs not filling out, and it creates underdeveloped characters. And these characters are then put into these movies, books, and video games, and it's subpar at best because all this information is gotten from irreputable sources, and these characters then don't fill out. Uh, Something else is the big spoilers that the internet will provide. Because if anything has ever been written down, it will be spoiled somewhere by somebody. So another issue that a lot of modern writers face today is the ability to identify their own uniqueness. Because everything today is blank plus blank equals blank, A plus B equals C. And often than not, modern writers are C. And it's hard to differentiate yourself from everything else. Another issue with the internet and writing is that a lot of writing on the internet is just bad. It's all bad. It's not grammar, it's paragraph bad, fan fiction, copy paste, creepypasta, all of it is bad writing that becomes the normalcy. And that also leads to stealing a lot of ideas. But because of the lax publication rules surrounding copyrighted content, as long as you say that you didn't make it, like Starbomb album and stuff, then you can put it out there and no one can do anything about it. Internet and writing also lead to a lot of clickbait and titles, and you make the articles and stuff just so you can get more clicks on the page. It's not good writing. It's terrible writing. But writing across cultures has been something that the internet brought together. You see a lot more Eastern and Western combined stories because the Eastern style of storytelling is to tell it from the point of view of main character meets side characters. Western is just about the main character. Um, One of the major increases is the pacing on the internet. Most often, fast-paced writing is what gets to the point, and it's the same thing as like clickbait. It's like it's we're gonna tell you these topics and make you believe in this idea. Just this one weird trick that you'll never get for some reason. But it's the fastest way to transfer information now, and it's really unbelievably popular for some reason. And then you have message boards and forums, which is debatable whether they're good or bad. I think it's more along the lines of like where you are message boards and forums. Some of them can be very well written out. Some of them can be terrible and horrible. Um, but I believe that writing as a whole has actually downgraded since the establishment of the internet. And with that, you see the degradation of integrity that people have about writing. But you can also get the most help with writing from the internet as long as you go to the right locations. And you can find yourself having free editorials done, but again, you have to find the right location. Something that a lot of people don't consider is the writing down of languages has really disappeared. It's become more of an art style than a means to get across the way the language is spoken. And it's because typing has taken over and you can translate through the internet and everything. But writing has changed, and that's okay. Everything evolves over time. And this is just another one of those things. There's plenty of good. As much as I've downplayed it, is plenty to be said about writing over the internet.